Family, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. Thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. So yes, today's Mindset Monday, we are talking about Sean Puff Daddy Brother Love Diddley Combs. Okay, we are talking about this nigga because I mean, I'm an 80s baby. I grew up in the 90s, so I grew up listening to him and his music, you know, Pop, Biggie. Nothing too tough because I was a Jehovah's Witness, so you know it was very limited or finite what I could get into as far as the music. But they were a part of my childhood, right? But as I grew older and became more aware, and especially when I got around my husband, you know, he was always like, them niggas not what you think they are, okay? I don't like them. He's like, Puffy, he don't got no integrity. R. Kelly, he about them children, them babies. Because mind you, we're from Miami, so we saw a lot of celebrities, right? I always loved Will Smith, right? When they were filming Bad Boys 2, I was like, oh shit, I'm about to jump out. I'm going to meet me some Will Smith, right? And he was like, you doing too much. You doing way too much trying to meet with Will Smith, and he ain't what you think he is, right? So yeah, shout out to hubby. Peace the Lord knows he was aware, right, ahead of his time. He wasn't being a hater, but he was just like, I see through them niggas because I've been around them, right? I know them, they tight. But everything that's happening with Puffy, like, his karma is catching up with him. And a lot of people are torn. They may be shocked. You know, they may be confused. They may be hurt. And if you're in this video because you saw the title and you were like, oh, we're going to learn something salacious about Diddy. No, this isn't it. You might want to cut it off because that's not what this video is about. That's not what I'm tapping into. I'm talking about him because the cognitive dissonance that has our community in a freaking chokehold that really got y'all like, there's no way that he could do this, or oh, they're trumping up the charges, or you know, how could he ever? And no, when somebody tells you something, when someone shows you something, believe it. Okay, if it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, it's a duck, right? Where there's smoke, there's heat. At least there may not be fire, but there's definitely heat. Okay, you know it's not always something that's good. So I'm saying all those to say, he did it. He did everything. Whether you think he did the outlandish, outrageous things that are being outlined against him in these lawsuits, right? And I can't even say charges because they haven't brought any charges against him, but these lawsuits and these accusations, right? These raids that are happening, it's for a reason. They have enough probable cause to move against it. And some people may think, oh, well, why didn't anybody say anything before? Why is this now just happening? I mean, things have been said before, but because of the system that we live in, and again, the cognitive dissonance that surrounds people, sometimes even people in high places of power position, it can make others not believe everything that's going on. They may not take it as serious. They may not feel that it's credible or worth them pursuing, okay? So there's a lot of different reasons and factors as to why this is just happening, but everything is happening in divine time, in divine order, in the way how it should be going, because we are in the age of Aquarius. We are also in the season of Aries, and Aries is about that war, about that action, okay? And if you keep putting certain things out, certain energies, certain personas, you keep talking certain mantras over yourself, you know, formulate certain things, or you live a certain lifestyle, you project certain things, it's going to catch up to you for a while. So that whole bad boy persona, right? Everyone who's around him passing away, right? That's not a coincidence. Like how everybody around him sick or dead, but he's still standing. He's still on all 10 toes. Right? There's something kind of fishy about that, right? how he made that album, that new album, the Love album, Off the Grid, you know, something completely different than what he's done before. It definitely was giving me R. Kelly vibes as I listened to it, because yeah, I listened to it. I listened to it about 2 3 times. Because there's a couple songs on there I was like, oh shit, this right. But it was definitely giving me R. Kelly vibes, like as far as the setup of it. It was giving me the is it TP2? That R. Kelly album where it was like the double album where it was the R&B and the rap, not the one that he did with Jay-Z, because that did exist. Okay, the best of both worlds. Let's not act like that album didn't exist, even though Jay-Z is trying to distance himself from these niggas, but he that very much happened. But the double R. Kelly album, that's what the Love album, Off the Grid gave me. But I was thinking when it came out, I was like, why did he choose to do this now? What is it that propelled him to do this now? And why am I getting this feeling from it as I'm listening to it, right? Some people just listen to the album and be like, oh, it's album, it's good, it's a body of work, it's music, it's great. Look at the features, look what he did. And they won't dig a little bit deeper into what it is that's actually happening. But listen to what this man is saying, right? In the word, in the album, right? Just even his tonality in the interludes. He was stating his piece and what he is and what he's about and what he does. And still people are like, nah, it's not, that's not what it is, right? It reminds me of the Boondocks episode that they did on R. Kelly, as we speak about him, when they did the R. Kelly trial, and how R. Kelly, just in the cartoon now, in the show, in the Boondocks, how R. Kelly was like, he was like, I did it, right here, but he standing up and singing, I did it, and everybody was like, oh, R. Kelly, that's so great. And he stood up, he started pissing on the people, like, it was crazy, and people were still like, oh, R. Kelly, you're the greatest, oh, you're amazing, oh, you're this. Meanwhile, all the victims are looking crazy, like, how y'all still praising this man, and we done told you what he's done and what he's capable of, right? You see all these other Caucasians that are getting, you know, they're being brought to justice as well. And when it's them, it's good. Those people are so wicked and so evil, and their karma's coming, this and this and this. But when it's someone that looks like you, right? Shout out to my melanin brothers, right? When it's someone that looks like you, it's, oh, you're tearing down your brother, you're wanting to see the downfall. You know, where's all these other people that's not getting hit and pulled down? A lot of the times, you know, you have your pawns. If you play chess, you have your pawns, you have your knights, you have your rooks, you have your queens, right? Everybody has a place. Everybody has a place. Now, Huffy's a billionaire. He's had his hand in many pots, which is why it's for so long it's gone on the way how it's gone on. But he's been chanting a steady mantra over himself. I'm untouchable. I'm a bad boy. I got this, or you do that. Very egotistic. And after a while, that catches up with you, especially if he's on the drugs they say this man is on, where he's always hyped up, always in a state of disassociation. That messes with your mind as well. That puts you in a state of heightened awareness and projection and manifestations. So if he's walking around always upset, always scared, always worried, and always pushing that out in a heightened state because of the mind-altering drugs that he's on and the effects that he's on, excuse me, it will come to manifest faster, right? This isn't back in the days, the 90s and the early 2000s, one second, where things, you know, could be said and not actualized immediately. As I said, in this age of Aquarius, in this season of Aries, in this year of 8 of infinite possibilities, you can speak things and see it, boom, right? When I'm doing my sessions with my clients, I'm like, okay, let's see your manifestations materialize at the speed of inspiration, at the speed of desire. It goes both ways. So he can shout and chant this mantra, oh, I'm going to pay this off, or oh, I'm going to pay this off, and oh, you did me wrong, so I'm going to sue you, and oh, I'm going to do this, but because I'm a bad boy, and I'm untouchable, and I'm a mogul, everything I do can come to fruition with no consequence. But everything that he's been piling up, all those weights that he's been piling on, all those dastardly deeds that he's been involved in, you can only shake it off for so much. So in the year of 8, the year of reckoning, it's going to come back and hit him all together at once. And because he has no integrity, like my husband says, and because he feels like I'm untouchable, I'm a mogul, and because he's part of those individuals that are losing, remember I told you, the unrighteous are losing. The inorganic ones are losing. It's over for them niggas, okay? And because he's a part of that, he's like, you know what? I'm not going down alone. If I'm going down, everybody else is coming down. So let me start going ahead and naming my pawns in the game. Because he's not a pawn, so to say. He's not a queen either. But he's not a pawn. But he's definitely going to take down those that he can that are underneath him, because misery loves company. That's the energy of misery. So how you move past this, because it is such a predominant story. Everybody is so tuned in. Oh my God, to take down the Puff Daddy. They had his children in handcuffs. Why were all his children together in one space? Why? His grown-ass children, okay? It's not the little ones. It's his grown-behind children. Why were they all together in one space in LA, right? Where they say a lot of these stuff happens and where he has a lot of connections in the government, right? So they're all together in this one space while he's in Miami, so on the other side of the coast, trying to do his things. These things are orchestrated. But you have to remove yourself from the emotional disposition to, you know, I feel bad. It's another black man being torn down. Look how they want to take his money. Oh, look how they always do our people. Oh, they always... Stop. Get out that victim mentality. It's not you. What has Puffy ever done for you? What has Diddley Combs ever done for you? Or your community? Maybe not you because he don't know you personally, but what has he ever done for your community? For your neighborhood? For our community as melanated people, what has he ever done besides giving us flippin' Ciroc and Sean John? What is it? Is that something that you really want to emotionally tie yourself to? Because if you emotionally tie yourself to his reckoning and his karma, you're now entangling yourself with the things that he's going on with, and you're going to find yourself in the same situation. So as I watch and I consume, because I'm interested, I mean, shit, it's entertainment. This nigga's an entertainer. I want to be entertained. I like to laugh, right? And as I said, I almost didn't do this video. I'm going to tell you why I did in a minute. But as you watch this, as you watch this story unfold and see how it happens, do not allow your cognitive dissonance to get you in a way where you're seeing the evidence, but you're not moving in a way that is righteous. You're not moving in a way that's going to serve you. You're not moving in a way that's going to help you. Okay? So the reason why I did this video, today I took a nap. I took a nap, y'all. I haven't taken a nap since I was freaking pregnant. Okay? It's very hard for me to take naps. But today I was feeling a little drained. Okay? And I said, I'm going to lay down. I'm going to wait for baby to go to sleep. Right? I got him on my monitor. I said, when baby go to sleep, if he falls asleep, before I do, I'm just going to get up, I power through it, and I'm going to come do what I have to do. But if I fall asleep before him, then shit, I'm going to sleep. And guess what? I fell asleep. And I fell asleep listening to Erin Lyons. She was talking about quantum parallel universes and things of that nature. But when I woke up, it was on the 19 Keys interview with Dr. B. Sirius from 3 months ago. And I had started this interview and I didn't get to finish it because it's a 3-hour-long video. But when I woke up, 19 Keys was saying, everything that's happening with Diddy, with him being sued. I said, oh, holy crap. It's the universe telling me to get up and on it, right? That's why I made this video. Because the Diddy effect is affecting our consciousness at a time where we need to stay uplifted, when we need to stay high, we need to be in a high vibration. And his story is so low vibrational. That reptilian energy, right? Because he's a Scorpio. That dragon is a reptile. That reptilian energy is very low level. So remove yourself from it. Do not get emotionally entangled in it, or you will find yourself in the throes and the construct of his karma. And that's not what you want. I know that's not what you want. If you're watching this video, I know that's not what you want. So everything in moderation. But don't be so far gone, and don't be so far attached or so attached to your cognitive dissonance where you're seeing evidence and you're refusing the evidence and you're wanting to go hard and go to bat for someone that deserves this. For every action, there is an equal and separate reaction. Okay? This is the reaction of all the actions that he's done through his life. And no one is a beautiful, perfect, rainbow, unicorn, light being where they don't deserve any type of retribution. And I'm pretty sure that although he is aware of higher cosmic forces, as I've told you, billionaires study astrology, right? So they're aware of certain things. But just because he's aware of this knowledge, I can tell you just by looking at him, he has not done the shadow work that's needed. Okay? So let him get his due just in whatever way it comes for this life cycle for him. And let it play out the way it play out, and focus on you. Focus on you. The message of the day for my on my Angels Oracle channel was about healing. It was about healing, communication, throat chakra, and mediumship. But knowing that you have the ability to heal yourself and continuously going through the healing process no matter how much work you've actually done. You're never perfect. Okay? So that is that. That's all that I have for you today. This Mindset Monday. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.